We had our grand opening in March of this year, and success continues to build. I am beyond proud to say that this $20 million plus project is completed and our downtown is open for business. This project included streets, pedestrian paseos, and event improvements along with a community center and the Joshua Tree National Park Visitor Center. We're seeing new businesses open such as Mara Restaurant and coming soon Home to Suites by Hilton. There are also plans for a few more downtown businesses to come. There is a laundromat coming on Chola Avenue, Oasis Car Wash, Snake and Stars Bar, Downtown Liquor Store, and the new Corner 62 Mercantile is open with new tenants like the Desert General that we will hear from shortly, along with the Moon and Matt, Scorpion Lollipop, Pisces, and The Wash. Our community development department is very busy processing new home starts. We have had 31 new constructions this year, unlike the 18 that we had last year. And we are working hard with Milestone Housing Development to develop a new and affordable housing project. That's 100 units, which will be behind City Hall. We have completed the downtown specific plan, which will become our roadmap for development in our downtown. Finally, you wanted a second grocery store? Well, Grocery Outlet is opening this month. O'Reilly Auto Parts, Taco Bell, and another Dollar General are coming soon. As the first African American female mayor for the city of 29 Palms, I'm extremely proud of each council member for investing in the social equity element of our general plan. This element will identify and put policies in place that will reinforce our community's commitment to eliminate xenophobic practices. If you're not aware of how caring and hardworking our council members are, let me be the first to say so. As mayor, I never miss an opportunity to let anyone know that Public Works is my favorite department within the city, but it's not to take away from any other hardworking departments of our city. Each area is vital to our city, but Public Works is near and dear to me because they have cool equipment and because of the wonderful road conditions. As a resident of 29 Palms, we travel our streets daily without noticing what it entails for these streets to be maintained. They do an excellent job in maintaining them. Our road crews work not only on our roads, but they are support for every department and building on a variety of tasks from basic maintenance to putting up our city's Christmas tree. But allow me to go back to the roads. They use our internal equipment and expertise to overlay 1.8 miles of road and 1.2 miles of bike paths annually. Here are some of the other great stats that otherwise some go without notice. 600 new and replaced street signs, 115 miles of shoulder maintained, and 3,000 potholes filled, and 400 tons of trash and debris removed from our streets. In addition to roads, they do storm prep and storm cleanup. Public Works is on call 24/7 during bad weather. I applaud Public Works and consider myself an honorary team member. You do an amazing job. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department is our police department and such a vital and necessary job here within our community. They do an amazing job in keeping us all safe, and we all know that we live in a very safe city. This is something that does not happen by accident. It takes diligence of the brave men and women of the Sheriff's Department to commit to keeping our community safe. We had approximately 20,000 calls for service that we responded to by 2 full-time deputies plus a school resource officer and a traffic deputy that resulted in 1,800 reports, 600 arrests, and 300 traffic citations. I had an opportunity to be a civilian ride-along, and what an eye-opening experience I will not easily forget. I have a healthy respect and appreciation for law enforcement, so thank you. The San Bernardino County Fire District responds to almost 2,600 calls this year alone, with 78% of those calls being medical. So when you see a fire truck or an ambulance with the lights and sirens on, please pull over to the side of the road. They could be on the way to save your loved one or a friend. The San Bernardino County Fire District has placed a medic brush patrol into service in 29 Palms. This added additional firefighter/paramedic to the 29 Palms Fire Station. The medic fire engine continues to be staffed with 3 personnel and always has at least 1 paramedic. This was an additional resource for your public safety. We thank you, San Bernardino County Fire Department. Another quality of life investment is our Lucky Park pool. This pool was built in the 1950s and needed to be replaced. Compliments to the American Recovery Act, or ARPA, we are using $3 million to replace the pool and are adding a sliding board along with ADA improvements. As a hot desert community, a public pool is a necessity, and now we will have a great pool for our residents to enjoy. The Recreation Department is not only the athletic sports organization, but it is also the community events organizer as well. I know personally because when my family was first stationed here, one of the first things I did was to enroll my children in volleyball and basketball. Now we stand in this beautiful building that allows our children to utilize it for many sport functions. We value our youth here in 29 Palms and invited them to open our council meeting, lead us in a pledge of allegiance to the flag of this great nation, and to hear the great things that they're doing at the high school during our council meetings. Hopefully this will spark an interest in local government. Who knows, maybe one of them will be our next new council member. And as far as community events, we had a spectacular Independence Day celebration, Juneteenth celebration, Pioneer Days, and Veterans Resource Fair. We saw the return of the annual Boys and Girls All-Star Basketball Tournament, JT55 Bike Ride, Freedom Plaza Fiesta Halloween Trunk or Treat, Easter Egg Event, and we supported our local nonprofits with their events as well. We have served approximately 18,000 participants combined in youth and adult sports, community events, dance, martial arts, summer classes, and clinics.
Hi, my name's Carrie, and this is my husband Sean. We are the new owners of the 29 Palms Grocery Outlet. We are mega excited to be here. We cannot wait to get the store open on December 15th at 8 a.m. Grand opening, ribbon cutting is at 10 a.m. Insider little trading or story is make sure you come at 8 a.m. That's where the free stuff is. 10 a.m. is just the formal. One other thing we have to say is grocery outlet, I like to explain to people, is kind of like the TJ Maxx of a grocery store. We do not always carry every item. You go to a conventional store and you're going to get the exact same items anytime. You can walk in and you will know exactly where they are. Us, it's more like a treasure hunt. Don't get me wrong, we always have eggs, we always have breads, the basics, but you never know what else you're going to find when you're here.
Hello everyone, my name is Françoise Lazard. I know it's very hard to pronounce for American people. I'm French originally, and I am an American citizen too. And I just opened a new store downtown 29 Palms called Desert General. What Desert General is a small rural general store, and we want to carry, my objective is to carry to all the residents in 29 Palms. We are not a gift store for tourists. We carry basic supplies, we carry novelties, we carry a little bit of French food, of course. And the brands that I have selected for a long time are all very good brands. My motto is buy better and buy less. So for instance, we have gardening tools. They are forged in Holland, hand forged, unbreakable, life warranty, and I'm sure all the people, all the residents here who are active gardeners they will see the difference. So all the brands that we carry, they have a history, a long history, some back 200 years ago. So I like brands with stories. Okay, for the last 20 years, spending time in 29 Palms, obviously I saw a lot of things changing in the good way, I think. I will not mention Starbucks, grocery outlet today, but there a lot is happening, and especially in downtown 29 Palms with like now 5, 6, 7 stores, good restaurant, and I think that's going in the future of 29 Palms is going in a good way. More and more people stay, even settle in 29 Palms. So I think a lot is going on, and of course I want to be part of it. Now, what, if I may, I think that we have to make some progress, especially towards the tourists. I'm crazy when I see that during weekends, Pioneer Town is like full of tourists, and I think we have everything to carry to tourists to come more and stay in 29 Palms. We have an amazing museum, a great art gallery, and I think that the whole story of the high desert started in 29 Palms, started with the Native Americans, started in the oasis of Mara, and I think that tourists should know more about our history, and this is where I think we have to go in the future. I think we have a lot to tell. I think we need to develop the branding and a city, a desert oasis. So if this is what we want to do about 29 Palms, then we have to go forward and develop this branding, a desert oasis.
To be here at my second State of the City, looking back at the past year of successes and celebrations in downtown 29 Palms and beyond. In the past year, we've done a lot in 29. We've opened, dedicated, and partied in Freedom Plaza downtown. We've opened new businesses, we've welcomed new locals, and we've started to change the narrative about who and what 29 Palms is or can be. Mostly, we've continued to show anyone that's interested in seeing that 29 Palms is different than the other gateway communities to the national park, and we're set up to continue to make that disparity more and more pronounced in the year ahead. The outlook for 29 Palms was good last year. It's looking even better this year, and we have the right combination of people, places, and things to do to make the upcoming year in 29 a great one. So 29, continue to support and show up for each other, continue to support local events and businesses, and enjoy the incoming year. Cheers and happy holidays.
I'm Colonel Suggs, the Chief of Staff, here at 29 Palms Combat Center. The relationship between the city of 29 Palms and the Combat Center is a symbiotic relationship where you have, and I look at it as a three-legged stool, local, state, and federal. A three-legged stool that all have to be in balance to ensure that everyone is being equally supported. Here at the Combat Center, we are tasked with training Marines and sailors for combat. That means that over 45,000 Marines and sailors come to the high desert for training. Being in an isolated location creates those training opportunities. However, it also creates some hardship on family members and also service members. That is where 29 Palms critically supports the Marines, sailors, and families on this base. To give them the opportunity to go off base and enjoy some of the beautiful scenes in Joshua Tree, to the nightlife there in 29 Palms, And a great example is the Plaza Center that was just created last year. Doing all this stuff supports those family members to be able to get off base, to be able to see, and create those long-lasting community ties. And without this support from 29 Palms, it'd be very difficult for us to meet our mission to train those Marines for combat operations. Again, thank you very much for all your support in supporting the Marines, the sailors, and family members on 29 Palms Combat Center. Thank you very much. Semper Fidelis.